In the buzz now at 9, is Arizona really the worst state in the country? Well, according to Gawker.com, it is. You hear the people revolting. According to the website, Arizona has some natural beauty going for it, but that's about it. Among the negatives listed, the heat, the lack of water, SB 1070, Sheriff Joe Arpaio, and Governor Jan Brewer. Now at 9, the profanity-laced write-up on Arizona paints a bleak picture of the state, but surely there's more to Arizona than the Grand Canyon. What do you have to say about all of this?
A lot of you surprisingly agree with this stuff.
It's interesting.
Really? Yeah,
let's get right to what you're saying, because it is, you know.
Yeah, Allison Craig says too big now and too hot.
Denise Magic writes, Arizona is beautiful. From Phoenix, you can be in Flagstaff to cool off, Winslow to see the Painted Desert. Many things to see. Bad happens everywhere, not just Arizona.
Michael Lucero says, I was born and raised here, and it is one of the worst states. The weather, racism, and the politics make Arizona bad.
Jose Alviso says, came on vacation here in 2005. I loved it. Moved here from Chicago in 2009, and I still love it. I love Arizona.
And Teresa Spence totally disagrees. She says, I agree. It's #1 in worst states. It's not for the people. The only thing that matters in Arizona is money, which they spent so many people's funds with bad decisions. It's almost gone.
Oh, we got good and bad, good and bad. Jose Alviso writes, came on vacation here in 05. I loved it. Listen, it's a good one. I'm going to read it again, all right, guys?
Go for it. Keep going.
Sorry about that. Justin Swanson says, no, they're just a bunch of haters.
Jason Grosso says, not at all do I agree. Read what the wacko wrote. Extreme left-wing nut job.
Anna Sanchez says, how could it not be ranked worst given the bigoted state politics representatives and our extremely hot weather? I say only to make a dent in this and change it for the better.
Merrick Zawatsky says, Arizona, the best next to Chicago in America. The weather is hot, but Arizona is a relaxed state, and Chicago has great sports teams next to Arizona.
Robin Backus writes, yep, I agree. I was born and raised in Washington. Weather, drivers, politics, unemployment, all awful. We moved here for my husband's son. We would go back in a second if we could. The winters here are fantastic, though.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
you can't beat them. Anthony Bernardi says, that was a horribly opinionated piece of garbage. The writer has either grown up in the snow and can't handle the heat or had a bad personal experience in AZ, which I'm sure they will again should they ever return to the state.
Well, Wildcard, speaking of leaving the state, Wildcard writes, well, at least the sign says goodbye as you leave.
It's very polite.
Nicole Barnes says, read the review. I'd rather have our crazy immigration laws and insane cowboy sheriff than live somewhere where it snows. They can have their opinions, but if they don't live here, they don't know.
Michael Todd Robinson writes, Gawker.com voted worst site by people who love Arizona.
There you go. Justin Morris says it's definitely the worst state to raise a family. He says the education system, along with the extreme heat, crime, unemployment, make this place unbearable. So he agrees with it.
Well, a lot of people agree with this as far as health goes. And Zippity Day Daw says, my arthritis is good here.
Yeah, that's why a lot of
people move here. For the
Mark Parra writes, Gawker. Their front page story right now is Matthew Fox got beat up by a female bus driver. Pretty much sums it all up. He's judging the credibility of Gawker.com, apparently.